How are you guys doing? Welcome back. Today is January 26th. That FOMC really threw a wrench into things. After hours, it's looking okay. So I think are you team bounce or your team short? We're going to see here. But welcome. My name's Evan. This is, of course, By the Bulls Trading, the only stock trading site, YouTube guy that encourages you to take your trading just by the balls. I mean bulls. Let's get it, my dudes. Again, my name is Evan, aka John Stockton.
Pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang!
Aka Chef Boyar Swing.
Hey, Mambo Italia.
Aka Bruce Wingstein. All those, of course, edited in just beautifully. If you are brand new to my channel, welcome and thank you for joining for the whole episode today. I encourage you, take the whole entire 20 minutes, watch the full thing through. If you enjoy what I do, it'd make a massive difference to me, in my self-confidence, in my self-worth. Maybe tonight I won't cry myself to sleep. It's always a toss-up. If you choose to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Again, I have a very dedicated and loving, great community. I average 400 views a video. For what I do, it's extremely specific what I do. And folks who enjoy coming back watching this, it means the world to me. I can't compete with the larger channels. Again, one, I look like how I look, like a degenerate, and then two, I have a smaller channel. I would love if I gave you the next 10 seconds, we'll do 5, as always. 5 seconds, scroll on down, like, subscribe, and comment. Just comment anything like make fun of the Browns for losing, make fun of my dumb eye that's not healed up yet, I don't care. But like, subscribe, and comment means the world to me. I'll give you 5 seconds to encourage you. Here's some socially weird eye contact to make you scroll down farther. Let's do this.
Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact.
Thanks. So with that being said, thank you for that. More importantly, if you are new to trading, which a lot of folks who come here are, welcome. My 25-part class is for free on the YouTube. Just go to my page. It's the first playlist that has the most views. It's hard to miss. Go check that out. It's for you to use. All the great stuff I talk about, supports, resistances, trend lines, patterns, EMA lines, volume profile, RSI, stochastic, vortex, all those kinds of great things, which are on the screen right now for you to look at how my charting looks. But also additionally, you have your risk management, your fundamental, mental, technical analysis, your goal setting, you're making a trading plan, your macro markets, which are huge right now, and your consistency. These 8 things make me a good trader. I wanted to partake these and put them into you. Check out that course for free. If you want additional 25 lessons, if you want 5 newsletters at night, 5 newsletters in the morning, all that great stuff, the Discord links in the description box down below. Trial is still going on. I'm not going to push it. I'm not that kind of salesman. But again, great stuff down there as well. Lastly, in the description box is my journal and, of course, chapter notes. Nothing else really to talk about. Besides that, make sure you do your due diligence on what the FOMC meetings and all the notes that came out said with rates and all those kinds of things. It does make a huge difference. And check your macro markets. With that being said, 8 great plays today. I think I have 3 shorts and 5 longs. Again, I'm giving a nice, I don't know what the word would be, mix. If you are short, you have some options. You're long, you got some options. With that being said, again, I cannot stress this enough where I start.
I love you.
Thank you so much for the support. Thanks for being here. It does, I mean, I just work from 6:30 a.m. to 2:30 to come back to a newsletter, and now filming. I've been working for 12 hours. I don't mind at all. I love this. I love you guys. Thanks so much for the support. Let's get into it. First is ALTO, an easy short that's already doing what I wanted to do off rip because I'm goated like that. What's great is the consistent lower highs. That's your first signal for a more bearish stock. Can you make money off this? Sure. ALTO at 450. I mean, it's at 460. Absolute steal, right? This is definitely a descending triangle. It's the opposite of an ascending triangle. Folks sold at 780 and then bulls bought at 460. Then they sold at 675 saying, well, it's not worth this anymore. And they kind of bought back in and then said, well, shit, it's not worth $6 now. And then they bought back and said, well, it's $5.50 now. So we can see again, the laws of supply and demand coming in here saying that folks are selling quicker, meaning it's more bearish. Now, again, if you get a breakout, sure, it's possible. There's plenty of breakouts in this time chart where you can see right here, came down, broke out. You have this, like this area right here, came down, broke out. So breakout's a potential here. But overall, the risk versus reward, sure, I called it like 550, so you want to probably start shorting them. But even here, right, we're risking what? 2-3% maybe to see about a 12-15% short here if it continues down. Easy money. Of course, we check out the EMA lines for a crossover. This is definitely not where you want to start shorting without some actual plan of like what's crossing under here for momentum plays. You want to be shorting towards the top here. But overall, easy play to watch. I'm not rushing in. It does make multiple spikes up. See how it comes down, comes back up. Not rushing in here for a short, but it's a very easy short. Strong resistance trend line, all coming together. Let's check the indicators. Someone in the comments yesterday, I forget who it was, put MTVV. To you, good sir, madam, you pay attention, and for you, I appreciate you. A kiss from daddy. So what's great is that indicators show us the MTVV. What's that mean? They show us simply and only momentum, M, trend, T, volume and volatility, VV. That's it. These four things can help us. And what I mean by that is they can show us great entry points, great exit points. It can help us with their consistency, trading plans, goal setting, these great things. But it's important to note, technical analysis is the cake, yum, 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 and the indicators are the icing. Whatever it is, right? Dumb analogy, but it works. So when you get into technical analysis, you get into kind of charting, beginners tend to rely heavily on indicators. Like, oh, it's oversold. Well, what's that mean? Like, where is oversold technically, right? So technical analysis always comes first, indicators come second. That's how it's going to have to be. So with that being said, if you are a brand new trader, you'll see live what I see, go through it, learn something new. Let's check it out together. So first things first, on the realist, no. The 10 EMA line is blue, the purple line is 50, and the red one's 200. We have a nice 10 cross under. It's holding. This is key. Whenever it wicks down, wicks back up, it doesn't count. It has to hold the body. And we can see right now, it's holding. Now we need another candle. It'll probably look like this when it starts. We need this to hold under the 10. If that happens, can we look back and see what happens? Oh, look at that. Breaks down. Oh, first sign of weakness right there. Breaks down. First sign of weakness here. Eventually breaks down. So I think we may come back up, test this, come back up, and then crash down. Once we lose that 10, it's our first time we can short. And if, let's say you're really confident the markets are tanking tomorrow, you can probably put a stop loss somewhere about here, right? Above this candle, above this line, risk about 1-2%, and then go for 12. It makes sense for a momentum play here. A 10 cross or 50 cross works fine. RSI, again, before it was much higher, but 50 is still overbought. Stochastic is a dummy high, way too high here, for sure. I don't see any kind of divergences that are bearish. No bullish, that's fine. And then bulls are high, bears are low. ALTO is a perfect short candidate if you are gun-ho, the markets are going to bleed and die tomorrow. Am I on that train? No. I think it's a toss-up, and only an idiot would plan one direction. Not an idiot, but a veteran trader would definitely plan both directions like I've given to you and presented to you today with these 3 shorts and 5 longs, and then you can go off what the market's like pre-market and go from there. But ALTO for a short, just a bit higher to kind of minimize that risk, is a fantastic watch list item. I love what I see. I definitely watch list it. Next is APG, one I want to go long on. I am concerned a tad bit. I'm not going to say I cheated with this one, but you can see the trend line can be like this. And if that's the case, we can see we're either going to go off of that. I want to just do this again real quick because it's really important that I talk about this. Or you're going to be going off of just this hit, that hit. And again, it's valid down here too for this angle, but it's not what I wanted to see. This one, you have this options break and some cracks above. But again, it's very consistent when it comes to just being a nice trend line. I want to point that out. What's amazing is this old resistance became a support. This old resistance became a support. You gapped over it, you tested it. It's a very strong spot, $21, right? If we do dip just a bit more, 1-2%, you're getting a fantastic value. This is the POC. That suggests you watch my volume profile video. I used to do this, watch the video, and then no one ever click on it. But this is a really important video for you to watch to understand that the POC is the most gravitational, strongest support on this time chart. It's holding beautifully, right? So you want to put a stop loss 2 or 3%. To me, that makes a lot of sense. Going long here, just hit the first resistance is 2-1. Volume line is 3-1, and a full move is almost close to 6-1. Low risk, high reward. You can trade this quickly. Like Cat wants to get in. You can see how it makes good moves in 2 or 3 days. You can see 5-6% and get out quickly. APG, I do love what I see. Let's check the indicators and let my cat in here. A 10 cross is fine. Gremlin, hold on, bud. A 10 cross here is fine. You can wait for 2%, 3% more to wait for a 10 cross and go long. That makes sense. Plenty of crosses over the 10 here, like this. Gorgeous. You want to wait for that? Go for it. RSI, it's low. Stochastic, it's low. Bulls are low. Bears are high. APG was rushed because my cat scratches. It gives me anxiety. It's when the baby cries and moms are always like, where's the baby at? It's when my cat scratches the door. I'm just like, where's my cat at? So APG is a really good play. I love what I see. I would definitely go along here and watch list it. Overall, it's fantastic. I love what I see. Next is DSKE. I'm good at talking. What we can see off the bat is that I thought this earnings overreaction was certainly what it was, and it's already down like, I don't know, 6%. So if you would have been in my Discord, you would have seen, hey, I like DSKE for a short. I'm not sure anyone really took this one because we're all kind of sidelined today, but this is really looking like an easy short. Now, will DSKE probably come back up? Yeah, it's possible. I mean, most of the reversals, like, this is choppy, right? Or like this reversal over here. Pretty choppy. It takes, what, to take like a few days here? Yeah, it took like 14 bars. That's like 6 days. So, I mean, like, it is a possibility coming back up here, and I would go for it then. But overall, very easy short. You could see from a mile away. Coming on down perfectly. Would I short it here? No. I would definitely put like a, if I was use guys's, I would put like a line here, and I would just right click and put create alert, crosses above, like that. And so when it crosses over, you know it's probably getting to where risk versus reward makes a lot more sense. So I would do that. We'll cover the indicators quickly. It's not really worth playing here because, again, the 10, 50, 200 too far away. It's about to have a golden cross. And if it does that, it may take off again tomorrow. But yeah, it's overbought. It's overbought. Bulls are getting up there. Bears are lower. It basically was a really nice earnings overreaction play that I saw that I hoped would have held. I guess the FOMC meetings, all that kind of stuff, really sent a tail spinning. But DSKE here is a really good example of what you can do for shorts and find them, early on in the day. Wait for some news to go careening down and make some easy money. Again, if it crosses over and gets back up there, good play. But here, not really playable. I do like it. I watch list it, but I wouldn't put much emphasis into it the rest of this week. Next, FOCS, Focus Financial Partners. This is a really nice trend up that then broke down, which is fine. I'm sure you can come through here and try and find some form of trend line, even on a longer time frame. I'm sure there's something here, but I think at some point you're really starting to just kind of fit square box in a circle holes, and you're really just trying to have confirmation bias. I think the only thing you can go off is maybe this trend line down that already broke down as well. It's a simple support play. I think anywhere from 46 to 47 is going to be a nice little parachute spot. Maybe 45 too. Anywhere 45 to 46, it's going to come down and bounce hopefully. Am I rushing in here? No. Why would anyone rush in here? It's a support play. I got plenty of other plays that have more convergence than this one. But let's just say it comes down to 45, 46 and starts to go sideways and consolidate like it's starting to right here. If that happens, I would definitely give it a peekaboo, a nice eye to look into. Even here, pre-market, you can risk 2-3%. Just hit the POC is almost a 2-to-1 here. It's a really good support play. But again, given the volatility of the market, I think you're really risking more than you can earn. And again, this is a watch list show. It's a great watch list item here. And again, if it does break down farther, well, 45 is great. If not, hey, 42 is great. You can just watch list it and see where it goes from here. No rush here, but a great support play that's coming right back down into value. Let's check our indicators. A 10 cross would be lovely. When you get that, you get at least 3-4%. You at least get some form of confirmation that you're not going to be buying into just some more red. And look at the crossovers. They're pretty good. Right? You cross the 10, it holds, it runs up, it does pretty good here. Pretty fantastic. Is it too far away? Yeah, 5% is too far away. And again, I'd be patient. Let's form a support and let it cross over. RSI, it's low. Stochastic, obviously low. It does have a divergence. It's a small one. That's what she said to me every night, is that this is definitely a divergence. And then bulls are low, bears are high. Again, it's definitely a great watch list item. There wasn't much value at all in the market today. It was all green, and now it's all red. So I think FOCS, great watch list one. If it does hold and go sideways, it's a fantastic play. Again, for tomorrow, I'm not touching it. I wouldn't touch much tomorrow unless it's a great value or a great short or just a really good value. But right here, it's good to watch. FOCS, I watch this. I love what I see. Don't you, buddy? I know you do. Next is FTV. I called FTV over here. It did really well. And now it's coming back down to value. Great support spot right here. A bunch of gaps, a bunch of bounces. And look at, am I rushing in here tomorrow? No, I'd probably make most of my purchasing, if it was me, around 3:30. I wait for the market to kind of settle down, check the fundamentals in the news, and if this is holding near $69 or so, if it's holding in this area, put a starter position. Let's say it drops like to the support line. Risk 1, again, 2% at most here. This is a great support, 68. 2%, and hopefully you can make a full move about 8, maybe 10% here. I'd give it a day. You know, you have a great support at 68, great support at 69, great trend line here. I would just let it come on down to us, drop into our sweet little baby angel laps, and then go from there. But I think it's another great watch list item. Let's check our indicators. 10 crosses look really good, especially at value. That's important to note that beginners don't think about. The 10 crosses in which price range? The 10 crosses down low do pretty good, as my cat runs over my hand. Hey, buddy. The 10 crosses low seem to do pretty good here. So I think, again, waiting for one here is logical. What's it going to be, like a 1.5%? Yeah, 1.5%. What an eye. 1.5% here. I can wait for that and be happy with it. RSI, it's low. Stochastic, it's low. If it does hold, keyword if it does hold in this area, RSI-wise, it's an obvious bullish divergence from a mile away. If it starts to hold here, which it might be, and then again, bulls are low, bears are high, meaning bulls have more momentum and room to run. Bears are going to be overbought soon and have to come down soon enough. FTV, again, give it a day. Again, what's the average true range here? Like a few percent at most. I'm not rushing in after that kind of volatility. But overall, it's a very good looking play. Great watch list item, low risk, big reward if it does what I wanted to do. Overall, I do love what I see. I'd watch list it. Next is Hawaiian Holdings. This is a gorgeous, easy, low risk go long. Again, am I rushing in to this? No, I'm not rushing into this. We have a great gap here I want to see filled because, hey, let me tell you something. I don't know much. I'm a simple man. But hey, come here. In the world of stock trading, gaps like to be filled, all right? Take that home, boys. Write that down. So I think that this is a great gap filler here. Look at this gap got filled. This gap got filled. This gap gets filled. Every single gap across the board almost always gets filled on many stock charts and many different time frames. Gap trading is huge. Either a gap signifies an ignition to go up or it's going to be filled, right? Every single one of these has gotten filled. We have a gap here. What's this, like a fat, like 15% away, 13% away. I want that to get filled. Great wedge down, fantastically easy support, consistent, resistance trend here. It's getting tight like a tiger. This is really, again, if it holds tomorrow, goes up a little bit, holds here, risking what? 2 at most percent to hopefully make about 12, 6-1 first move. Low risk, high reward, but again, this is a great lesson again. Folks have FOMO. The only thing worse than FOMO is boredom. If you're bored tomorrow, walk away because you're going to be doing something stupid. Again, I think at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, in my opinion, when the markets have calmed down, they'll have plenty of options to enter in, not follow the PDT rule, and be just fine. So I definitely avoid boredom if I were you tomorrow. HA's indicators. Can I play a 10 cross? Again, it's really consistent. You cross the 10. Usually you have a good first move. Worst case, Ontario, you're looking at breaking even. It's pretty far away, like 4%, 5%. I'm not waiting for that. But we do kind of consolidate like it does for most reversals. And it takes what? 10 days? This year took 7 days. This year took about 6 days. Right? We're not rushing in. It's already been about 2 days. If it comes down to us, it's very playable. But right here, not really. RSI, it's low. Stochastic, it's low. Bulls are low. Bears are high. It's showing value. Again, we enter off of value or enter off of momentum. This is a great value purchase. I would give it a day. Okay, give it a day. I don't think rushing in here makes any sense for any of these. I want to make sure I'm crystal clear because, again, I'm more conservative in my trading, in my investing, when I watch. So, again, just for me, great one to watch tomorrow. Maybe pre-market if you want to, but again, noon, 1, 2 makes more sense to me. But I definitely watch this. I like what I see. Next, in our last short is NR, New Park Resources. Look, this is a consistent spot of lack of volume around 380. Even above 320, it gets real volatile. See how these moves over here? They're pretty chill. Okay, like you're looking at like, oh, we're up 5%. Oh, we're up 15%. It's a lot, but it's not madness. Over here, we're talking like in a few days, like 25%. Over here, dropping down 45. Anywhere above $3, it gets wild. Up here, there's not much volume. Okay, we can look at the volume profile. Look at my price charts. I don't really care. There's no volume up here whatsoever, right? So anywhere above here at 375, it's not showing any life. It's important to note though, how long does this reversal take, Evan? Oh, 8 days. Hey, how long does this reversal take, Evan? Oh, almost a month. How about this, Evan? 23 days. We're not going to be rushing in here. It's been about 13 days, so we got about 7, 8 at least here. They're really starting to kind of show some weakness. But right here, low risk, short, you can probably risk with a buy limit 4 or 5%, and a good move down is probably 40% or so, 10 to 1. It's probably a bold estimate, but again, you probably make at least 20% pretty easily here. Easy short, this is the highest volume down here. This is gravitational. It wants to come back down. Look at this, lower lows across the board. Love what I see. Is there an indicator that can help us with our entries, planning, goal setting? I think the 10 is great. Look, if you cross the 10, what happens? Reverses direction. You cross the 10 up top, it reverses direction. Every time. Hey, we lost the 10 at the top. Oh, direction reversed. Oh, at the bottom, direction reversed. Every single time. Tomorrow, if we drop a good 3%, you can then have some form of confirmation. The worst case scenario is probably going to break even if you put a buy limit above the 10 EMA line. So again, good looking momentum here if it drops down, but of course, great overbought signal. Again, RSI's overbought, stochastics overbought. I don't truly see a bearish divergence yet, but look at this. As soon as this blue line crosses that red line, we have one, because when the tops don't match, young grasshopper, like this, that's bearish. When the tops don't match, it's always bearish. When the bottoms don't match, it's always bullish. So if this does round off tomorrow, bearish divergence, bulls are high, bears are low. Easy short, easy peasy lemon squeezy. No pattern here. There's no trend line supporting it really. It's a really easy short. If you're bearish in the market, definitely watches this bad boy for sure. NR, watch list it. I love what I see. Last is UTHR. We've played it 3 times. I'm going to be honest, I'm probably being a bit biased, and I think that this may have more room to drop. I think we're probably looking closer to 191, 192. I'm just being transparent as the price action kind of develops here. It's making a support. That's nice. But I think that this is a bit concerning, this break here. So I think if you're going to really go off the trend lines, you have to be more honest than I was. And this is me having hindsight of being 2020. You may be seeing closer again. Maybe getting closer to 120, 192, 193. That's me being transparent if it drops tomorrow. And again, if it does drop tomorrow, which it may, I'm not going to be overly concerned. Your best support's probably again towards 190, 191 in this area. And that's fine. So again, keep an eye on that. I'm probably being a bit more bullish because I like the stock a lot. But that's just how honest I am and how you should be with yourself. POC is great gravitational force holding us here. Again, big move. What happens? Boom, big move. What happens? Consolidate, consolidate, big move. Consolidate, consolidate, big move. Consolidate, big move. What are we doing right here? It's been what? 5 days? We've been consolidating. A big move should be coming. Again, what's the risk management here? You can risk 1, maybe 2%. I mean 3% at most here to make hopefully about 9% for a nice ascending triangle. Very bullish setup. Eventually it should break out, I hope. But right here, I love what I see. I think I'm just being more bullish. I want to make sure I'm being transparent about me being a bit biased because I played this before and made money off it. 200 EMA line. Wait for a crossover of that. Great. 10. Great. 50. Great. All 3 can be played off of a cross. If it drops down more, you could short it. I don't think I would. I think it's more of a bullish setup. That if it does break down to like 190, you could probably short it and just hope it keeps going. But right here, really good value for a crossover. Any of them, 10, 50, 200, all those work just fine. RSI, it's low. Stochastic, it's fine. I don't see any bullish divergence. No bearish divergence sticks out to me. It's a fine value at 1. I do want it lower, but bulls are low, bears are high. I think 192, 193 is a more honest opinion on where it's probably going to be going down to if it does get red. But overall, a great bullish setup. Higher lows across the board. Ascending triangle. I love what I see. With that being said, I appreciate y'all being here. Jesus in the chat. Hello. Chaz. Pleasure to have you here for the first episode. Now back to you, sir. Have a good one. We'll see you guys later. One more episode tomorrow. We'll see you guys then. Thanks.